Hey Caps, how are you? I hope y'all are good. Yep, shots fired, because guess what? This is a retrograde reading, but it's going to be like a special, and I'm doing it. It's going to be called the Next 48. So basically, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to line up what you experienced on the retrograde. The retrograde period was between June the 18th and July the 12th, okay? Right now, we're in retro shade period. Shady shit. Basically, Mercury now is retracing everything and going back. Retrograde is a period that we should be embracing, not upset about. Yeah, it's communication issues. Yeah, there are delays. Yeah, we have problems with technology. But it's all for a reason for us to be able to pay attention to something. It's about realignment. It's about repurposing something. It's not to start new projects. It's about getting things in line and revisiting stuff, okay? So let's figure out what it is that you were experiencing during this time, Cap, okay? Now, I've already pre-shuffled the deck, so I'm just going to shuffle through it like this so that we can pull your energy for what you experienced during retrograde. Then we'll get into what you will be dealing with, or what could be coming towards you, what you could be thinking about in the next 48, okay? You have the Magician in reverse. So during retrograde, you felt like you didn't have the tools and everything you needed to be successful with something. You felt like it was just something that you didn't have, you couldn't manifest. Let's find out what this means for you, okay? First card out is the King of Wands. Something that you want to go towards, you're being passionate about. The King of Wands is a card of authority to me. The King of Wands does not respect authority because they are the authority. So something in your life you felt that you were passionate about, you wanted to go towards, and you wanted to build it, okay? Let's figure out if that's what this means. That's just the first card out. Three of Cups in reverse. Was there some third-party energy going on? You didn't feel supported, maybe? Oh, Judgment. Cap. Refusing to see something for what it is. The Judgment card in reverse, which is a major. You got two majors so far. Your main energy for retrograde and what you were dealing with was feeling like this hurry up and wait feeling. Like, okay, I got this part lined up, but then something else is missing. Or I want to do this, but I can't because I don't know how. And I want to go towards it. I want it to be a good thing. But emotionally, you had no control over it. This is a third-party situation. Like I said, it could have been some cheating. Or it could have been just a lot of people involved in whatever the situation was. But we can get your last card out and you will pull all the energy together, okay? Another major, the Hermit in reverse. You may need to reach out for some support. You probably felt like you needed some emotional support during this time that you did not receive. You're probably always there for everybody. Nobody was there for you. This Hermit situation being in reverse is you not seeing something for what it is. You didn't go, you like, whatever was happening during this retrograde, you decided to just not process it. You kind of checked out, in a sense. You checked out emotionally. You checked out passionately. You checked out logically. You just didn't want to get caught up in whatever this was because you already realized that it wasn't going to manifest into anything. But for whatever reasons, you still stood your ground and you were stuck in this, it feels like. There was something going on where there was some outside influences. Like I said, you didn't feel supported. Whatever the situation was, you supported fully, but you didn't get supported, and that was the problem with trying to manifest whatever this was. Then you got another major, which is Judgment in reverse. Speaking of like the failure to see something, the failure to get the lesson. Mainly because you probably felt that you weren't equipped. Maybe you didn't see yourself clearly during this retrograde period, and it was probably a rough one for you. A lot of things probably were flipped upside down for you that you had no control over, and you reeling from that in a sense. It's something that you couldn't let go of, or something that you knew it wasn't good for you, and you knew about things that were going on in the background. You probably knew about third-party situations or the lack of support from whatever this was. It's like, it feels like a person or some type of situation. You know, I don't. I just know the energy of what you experienced, okay? Place yourself where you fall, Capricorn. What lesson were you failing to see? Or what lesson was it that it was too painful to try to deal with or to remove yourself from? With this Hermit being in reverse, not going within, you just had a rough time during retrograde, dealing with your emotions, dealing with how you viewed yourself and how you feel about yourself personally as a person, and viewing other people around you and thinking to yourself, this situation won't manifest into anything that you just checked out, okay? You could have been dealing with a Virgo. You could have had a water sign involved that was doing the third party stuff. So, yeah, I don't like that. I don't want to see y'all go through nothing like that. Next 48, reeling from whatever the retrograde was, now you're dealing with some type of truth coming in, or wanting some truth, or wanting to give some truth. The thing about this truth is that it's not the whole truth. It's just enough to try to clear the situation up. Some type of sense of clarity, but not all the clarity you need. The Emperor, feeling in control about something. Three of Pentacles in reverse. No support financially, no collaboration from people even though you gave it. Another King of Pentacles in reverse. That's what you're thinking about. Eight of Wands. Somebody you want to talk to, or somebody want to talk to you. You feel like you need some clarity on this situation, even if it's a little bit. It's just something you can't figure out about the situation. It's something that's not being illuminated for you. And you want to feel in control this week. You're trying to gain your control back. You could be in a position where whatever this was, you took a financial loss. You could have been the person giving and giving and giving and not receiving. It was just no equal give and take here. No support from the people around you. Then with this King of Pentacles being in reverse, it could have been you dealing with a person, or you could be this person, Cap, you know, that was manipulative, lazy, jealous, possessive, didn't want to do anything but take. They didn't bring anything to the table as they promised, and you thinking about all these broken promises from whoever this King of Pentacles was. Whatever the situation was that was supposed to be stable, it was not stable. And you want communication, and I feel like that's going to come in. You're going to get some communication from this person or about this situation. You're going to be able to talk about it and discuss it. But whatever this communication is, it's going to come in very fast. It's just going to pop up out of nowhere. You won't even know it's coming. You could be, you know, go to sleep and then wake up and there the text messages from whoever this is or whatever the situation was, and it'll be a bit of truth. But like I said, it's not enough to give you the clarity you need, but at least it opens up the conversation, right? Because whatever happened during retrograde, you're still going to be reeling from that and revisiting it because these cycles are not complete. There's some type of lesson that's failed that you're failing to grasp here. And I'm not fussing at you, I promise. Trust me, we all go through this. I don't want to make you feel bad or nothing like that. What I want you to do is to be able to see yourself and take care of yourself, because it seems like you haven't been doing that. And things weren't manifesting, and now you're in a space where, how did I get here and lose my stability? How did I get here in these third-party situations with people who take money and give it to other places and don't give it to me? Could be like that. Could be a person that's refusing to give you emotional support but running around and give it to everybody else, and you had to sit back and watch this during retrograde. And what the divine wanted you to do, divine, God, source, spirit, whatever you call it, God wanted you to see the lesson. But like I said, you've just been so clouded by a lot of the things that were going on and how this situation didn't manifest. You thought that it was best to stand in your power and ignore it. But that's not what it is, because whatever this is, you can't ignore it. It's coming back. And you'll feel in control. You want to gain your control back in whatever the situation was. You want to gain yourself back, okay? You want to gain your financial stability back, and for the next 48 hours, you're going to be thinking about that, and you're going to think about whatever this communication is that's coming in from this person. This situation, I just feel like it's a person. Like I said, it could be a water sign, it could be a Virgo. You could also be dealing with earth sign, like a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. Like I said, somebody, and then of course you got, like I said, Cancer, water sign, or so. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio is probably who you got entangled with during the retrograde. That was a situation you can't manifest. You know you can't manifest it, but for whatever reasons, you're not able to conquer it and move past it. So for these next 2 days, I want you to just give yourself a hug and realize that we all go through periods that are just too tough and we have to dissociate. But that's not healthy, okay? That's not healthy for you, because you had this emperor status going on. You can get your control back. You can feel happy again. You can do all the things you need to do. You're going to get your financial standing back, and you will not be in situations where it's third-party energy or where it's things where you don't feel supported, okay? be careful and think about that communication that's coming in, or if you thinking about the communication, you can give it, or the person may give it to you, but like I said, it won't be what you need to resolve your feelings. You can't find whatever this is, the answer outside of you. You have to go within and find it within yourself. You really got to sit with yourself and figure out what's going on. And that's okay. Your overall energy for the next 2 days is the Tower in reverse. Another major, something came down. It was literally struck down. So it was something that was built on a faulty foundation, like building a castle on sand, and it collapsed. But it was divinely guided. It had to collapse for you to be able to get to a place where you can see yourself and step into whatever your purpose is. Step into your happiness. The key here, Capricorn, is realizing that happiness cannot be sought outside yourself. You have to be happiness for yourself. You have to be at one with yourself and get in control of that. And I know you will. Even if it's not in the next 48. Remember, we in retrograde. We got to July 26th. And even if you can't resolve it, I know you have your reasons. And I just wish y'all the best. I'm sending nothing but love and light to you. And I hope that these next 48 hours not only help you resolve something, but help you be able to see yourself in a better light. Okay, Cap? Much love.